Hey guys, Joel here, Police 10-8 Talk, back out at the beautiful Fort Wilson today. We've had such response to our holster videos that we've done. We've done them on the Blackhawk Epic and the Safariland 7 TS series. We thought we might backtrack a little bit back into the evolution of Blackhawk, because there's so many agencies that are still carrying the Serpa style Blackhawk. So we've got a few laid out here that Officer Bosco and myself have accumulated. Like every other cop in the world, you end up with a big box full of holsters. The very first Blackhawk holster I went to was the single retention. Only thing it had was the lock here. These holsters got a really bad rap with people not depressing the button correctly. A lot of training schools still won't let you come if you're using a Blackhawk holster with the trigger finger button on it. Like I said, this was the first one I used. This is the single retention. It's great. Super fast. I was involved in a call at a riot one night and was basically wrestling around one-handed while trying to keep another hand back here to guard the handgun, since it was just the one retention level. So that led me to go, well, ooh, Joel, you need to go, you need triple. So went with the Blackhawk Serpa triple retention with the light, and handgun's clear, by the way, but it was only available if you had a Xiphus light. So I got the Xiphus light, and if for you guys that may not be familiar with it, there's a hood lever here for your thumb, button here for your trigger finger. So you'd come in, do them both, and come out. When you come out, you keep your finger straight. Make sure it indexes down the side of the handgun. Like I say, I believe that was just a training issue. Our department has been using the Serpa triple retentions for, gosh, probably 4 years now. And that's something we cover, reinforce it every time we do firearms training, that when you depress this button, you keep your finger laying flat in that neat little indentation that Blackhawk molded in. If you leave your finger laying flat, you come out, you go right to the natural index point there on the takedown for the Glock handgun. Like I said, I don't know if you can get it on camera. This is one of the early ones. It had a very short thumb release lever, and then I think people were complaining about the length of the lever, so then they went to a longer lever here. Like I say, I don't know if you'll be able to get it much on the camera. I don't really like the longer lever. It seems to me it flexes a little bit as I'm mashing it. So I stayed with this one until the Epic became available. But I thought, since we had them laying here, and they were also available in left-handed as well. You can tell this Officer Bosco's, his department, they wear basket weave. So let's just see what we've got weight-wise. I have noticed a lot of people in the 2 and 3 gun matches are still using the single retention one. And let's see what we got. That is 8.15 ounces on the single retention. The older triple retention with the Xiphus light is 9.95 ounces. The newer model with the longer lever, same basic holster. And this one tops the scale at 10.95.
Now, Officer Joel, the older holster also had a recall issue as well, correct?
Yep, if you've got one of the ones with the shorter throw lever, Blackhawk did have a recall on it, and it involved the metal inserts that were inside this molded part of the holster, and they had some episodes where these threads stripped out. You have to check them routinely, and you just snug them down, you don't over tighten them. Like I said, I stayed with this one, but I routinely check the holster for tightness. It probably, even with the Epic I wear now, about once a week when I take it off, I check the screws back here, and I check the screws up here that lock it to the belt. So there's a little overview of the Serpa. Still a very viable, very good holster. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and come back and see us again. Police 10-8 Talk. Be safe.